And I shall start with giving you a view of the beautiful St. Hilda's Church. Not just any church, I might add. St. Hilda's was originally founded as a monastery in the year 640 AD, which is incredible. We're talking about 400 years before the publication of the Domesday Book, almost a century before St. Bede, not published, but wrote the ecclesiastical history of the English-speaking people. So quite incredible that it has stood here for, as I say, nearly 1500 years now. And I feel blessed to have it as the first thing I wake to every morning. There we see, in all its glory, the Cosmopolitan Hotel, which is the nearest pub to my abode. Has a lounge, a superb bar with the best fire in the headland during the winter months, and does a very nice Sunday lunch. Also has a superb beer garden hidden away behind it. Not quite sure. Here we have the beautiful town square. What you will hear a lot of around me are the seagulls. Other than me, they're the only people up at this time in the morning. I will stop to give you a view of the town hall. Beautiful old Victorian edifice, recently renovated. Very, very nice. Used as a library as well as local council offices. And I do my voting there. Seagulls nesting, as they do everywhere. Beautiful town square we have here, looking right out in the background over the trees to the entrance to the harbour. I shall take you there shortly. There we have it. I shall show you a little bit more of a close-up as I wander by and into the harbour itself. There we go, top to bottom. Superb. Very, very nice. I shall cross the road and give you a view of the ship in itself. Three House, my particular poison, is the local brewery Cameron's Trophy Bitter. Very, very nice. Here we go. Turn into PB Ports. Pity, I'll get closer and we will get a view of the boats. Because it's so early in the day, all the gates are locked and I won't be able to access the port itself. Now, here we are. Unfortunately, gates are closed, so I'm not able to go in and give you a clean view. You can see over there some of the larger fishing boats on the left hand side of the port. Hi again. The Fisherman's Arms, very old Victorian pub, right at the base of the harbour. Unremarkable in itself when you look at the front fascia. The reason it's worth me actually taking you and showing you it is when I walk a little way past and then turn around and give you the side view. Here we go. Another, wow, beautiful mural of an old fisher lady covering the whole side of the building. Again, down spray paints. Here we go. And bloody fog. Beautiful harbour wall. Houses go right up to it. What I should be showing you now is right into the harbour and across the other side. But as you can see, you can't actually see the other side. A real pea super. At the end, again you can't even see it because it's not lit up, is a lighthouse. I shall take you for a walk along the seawall, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to get much. What we do have is a beautiful high tide, and what you will see, the water is actually crystal clear. On a sunny day, we do get people swimming. My next door neighbour comes here in his wetsuit and snorkels every other day, and sees quite a bit in the way of fish, and he's been trying to track down and catch, without success, what he reckons is a lobster that's about 18 inches long. Just going to show you the welcome sign to the parish church of St Hilda, Abbess of Hartlepool, 649 until 657. The original monastery was founded in 640 by Bega, and it was, as I say, monastery come convent, shrouded in mist now, but a beautiful, beautiful old building. And what you will see as I wander through is a graveyard that really has stood the test of time through the ages, even if all of the individual headstones have not. There are no recent ones, so all of these go back at least a century. This one here, Francis Moore, died May 7th, 1850. That's probably one of the more modern ones. But again, I'm going to wander through the gravestones very carefully so I can turn and give you the side view of the church. It really is beautiful. Do that now. Look at that. Absolutely fabulous. Actually looks glorious in the mist. I won't fall over the wall. Steady myself with my stick. But an absolutely gorgeous church. Very rarely do people come and visit, which is incredible given its history. Probably one of the oldest Christian settlements anywhere in the world. As I say, founded by St Bega in 640 AD. She having been dispatched by Aidan, the head monk at Lindisfarne, Holy Island, an even earlier settlement, to set up the monastery here in Hartlepool. Hartlepool's name derives from where the deers drink water. Old English, that's where the name comes from. And so she was dispatched to set up a monastery some 70 miles, 80 miles south to where the deers come to drink water. Fabulous and entirely true. Hello again. I started this morning, thick fog, with a view of St Hilda's. I just walked around the front of St Hilda's now. There you have it in all its glory against the beautiful blue sky. What I have here in front of me as well is a small memorial laid in the 21st century to commemorate the Christian heritage of Hartlepool since 640 AD. The steps are from the original Pilgrim's Cross, which once stood on the route from Lindisfarne to Hartlepool. So there you have it. Right, looks fabulous now, and as I say, we have some sunshine, so I'm actually going to walk straight along to the harbour wall again. Right, I'm back. You see here in front of me the Pothouse pub that I mentioned before. But what you will see, huge difference from this morning, is glorious sunshine has brought everybody out. Sit outside the pub for beers. I think there are quite a lot of people fishing on the small pier beside the lighthouse, and I heard a lot of screaming, so I'm assuming there's quite a bunch of people, kids down on the beach. Yes, beautiful day we have now. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's taken hours for the sea fret to finally lift, but it is glorious. The beach is busy. You can see right down to the harbour now. You can see a big ship there at berth. Looks like a rig of some description. Across there you may see the orange and blue lifeboat. That was the subject matter of the mural on the wall of the ship. Coming in, a small fishing boat. Coming into the harbour now, as I say, have people mackerel fishing on the pier. Here comes the boat, and I shall start wandering along. So there on the left, as soon as the sun comes out, people migrate to the pothouse, sit outside with the stunning views across the sea. What I will do, yeah, right, mate. I will come to this first post of the monkey trail on the headland and explain what that's about. In the Napoleonic Wars, so end of the 1700s, there was a shipwreck off Hartlepool. We being the English, were at war with the French. It was deemed to be a French ship, and the only survivor was actually a monkey. Now bear in mind, this was, I think it was 1813 when it actually happened. The local people had never seen a Frenchman, they'd never seen anybody probably from outside the immediate location, and they'd clearly never seen a monkey. So they put 2 and 2 together, like today's eco-warriors, and got 7, and decided that they needed to try the monkey as a French spy. And so they did. Needless to say, the monkey was found guilty and rightly hanged right here on the beach. As I say, the Yough Pier is fascinating in itself. It was under construction before finally being completed, I think in 1840 something. But it was actually in planning and then under construction for over 200 years, which has been a boon to actually protecting the town and the towns. I mentioned earlier the crystal clear waters. You can see it now, absolutely beautiful. The seaweed and stuff and clear rocks going out to the channel. You might be able to see in the distance, we still have a fog, the electricity windmills that are being taken up in a big way across the northeast. Hi again. My legs know better, but I've actually reached past the Yough and to the War Memorial Cenotaph here at the edge of the headland. I'm just going to pull this stick up, give you a better view. Beautifully kept gardens, and again glorious Edwardian terraces surrounding the memorial. The reason for it though, if you look behind the memorial gardens, you'll see the lighthouse. The lighthouse in itself is obviously a beacon for those ships that need warning, but next to it you may see on the raised ground an old cannon, and along to the left of both of those is actually, it's now a war museum. It's the Yough Gun Battery Museum, open I think 4 or 5 days per week, has a cafe and all of this sort of thing. But the reason for the gun battery was obviously protection against invaders, which brings me to the point I mentioned earlier about Hartlepool's involvement in the First World War. Right here in front of the Yough Battery, out to sea, on December the 17th, 1914, the Imperial German Navy ramped up and bombarded Hartlepool. Serious damages and over 100 people killed. And Hartlepool was in fact the first place of bombardment and the first place where fatalities occurred on mainland Britain in the First World War. Hello again, this is Robert Bon-Couer. I've taken a short drive away from the headland into Hartlepool and to the marina, just to give you a quick view of it, because it's actually well worth a visit. I'm not a boaty person, but it really is very, very smart, and actually going to be very, very topical in the coming year, because in 2023 the tall ships return. They were last here in 2010, and that will be quite a big deal in terms of tourism. So as I say here, they have a picture over towards, if I can zoom and show you in the distance there, the old Navy boats, a steamship, and I think the oldest floating sailing ship of war in the country. I'm looking across, there's also the Premier Inn, which is pretty much the only place to stay in the middle of Hartlepool. Down here have the docks, the lock, that's the word I was looking for, actually to take boats in and out to the main harbour. I'm talking shit actually, that's a dry dock. They do bring boats in for repair. I will take you across and show you the lock. There we go, the entrance to the marina and the exit for the boats out to the wider harbour. Here we go. From the marina through the lock and out to the harbour and the sea beyond. I mentioned when I was walking around the headland the legend of the monkey, and here we have, there you go, a statue in his honour. Okay, I've just turned the corner and I shall give you a look across the inner marina, as it were. There are literally hundreds of different boats. Beautiful cruising yacht there in front of me. There are also working ships. As I say, looking across now to Jackson's Landing on the other side. Also, I mentioned the tall ship. That is actually based at the Royal Navy Museum here in Hartlepool on the other side of the marina. And worth a visit in itself. Right, I could just walk along briefly. I know they do boat and sailing lessons here in the marina. Not something I've ever done myself, but there is, down to the left of the marina, Hartlepool Yacht Club. Right, there you have a brief look. As I say, well worth a visit the marina. What I haven't shown, I will do now, as I scan round. The marina is also home to the complex of buildings I'm looking at now, Navigation Point. A good selection of cafes, restaurants, bars, some of them high-end, some of them decidedly not. Not a street, as it were, in terms of the bars and whatnot that I frequent a lot. It is worth mentioning the two recommendations I can give. One, I'm looking across at it now, the Black Olive Wine Bar and Cocktails. Actually very good, also very, very expensive. And the other place, and then the one that I frequent more than most, is Bianco's Deli here in front of me, which really does do excellent fare. A huge selection of salads that they will make up to order, delicious sandwiches, pizzas. It is licensed, and for my money, the best place to visit on the marina. I come here quite regularly with my daughter for lunch. They do vegetarian and vegan items. I know that because my daughter's vegan and she thoroughly enjoys it. I tend to go for the pulled pork panini, which are beautiful. Obviously not vegan. And house red wine, which is both very drinkable and very reasonably priced.